Thank you for tuning in to Take 10 on Tuesdays with the Tennessee Tribune. I'm Jason Luntz. If you've watched any of our past episodes, you know one thing we love at the Tribune is people that start their own business and people that do community service. Well, today we're lucky enough to have an individual that is doing both. Tennessee Titan, Kamerion Wimbley. How you doing, sir?
Hey, pretty good.
All right, appreciate you being here today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So I know you got a lot going on, so I'm not going to take too much of your time up. But first, I want to jump right into your business ventures.
Mm-hmm.
I had a chance to read some news on you, and I see you're doing a lot of cool things. So the first thing I want to know is maybe you can tell us about Gold Label Kennels and the American Bullies that you breed.
Well, I started being into dogs probably when I was back in high school, and once I got to college, I kept a couple of dogs, and dog breeding just kind of intrigued me, and going to dog shows was something that I was very interested in. I decided to start my own kennel my first year in the league back in 2006. Mm-hmm. And the breed that I deal with primarily is the American Bully breed. It was a newer breed. At that time, we registered our dogs with a registry called the ABKC. It's the American Bully Kennel Club. So I was very active in that, and Michael Griffin on our team now is familiar with that as well. So I actually met him at a dog show. So I spent a couple years, doing that as a breeder. The kennel was located down in Crawfordville, Florida, Tallahassee, Florida area where I went to college. There are some really good people down there that took care of the dogs for me while I was in season. And I just worked with them and setting up the breedings and doing the marketing and different aspects and different things like that. So I enjoyed that, and then I actually started a registry. I wanted to get in on that end of it to kind of document the pedigrees and the dog's bloodlines and lineage. I met up with a lady named Amy Krogman who started a company called the BBCR.
Okay.
And she also started a breed called the Shorty Bull breed. And she had her own registry. I joined up with them, and so I've been with that company, I believe, since 2010. And we do registrations of Shorty Bulls, but not just Shorty Bulls, also American Bullies. So we also take in other bully breeds as well, or recognize them. The French Bulldog, American Bulldog, other bully breeds, things like that.
So it's a lot of different bulldogs, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a lot of different.
So the BBC, so that's the Bulldog Breed Coalition registry, right?
Yeah.
So how important is it for dog owners to be able to track their dog's ancestry? Is that something that people are really into?
I think more so with breeders and people who are interested in dog shows. The casual pet owner is just kind of neat to get a certificate to see where your dog is coming from, making sure you're buying a dog from a reputable breeder who's breeding the quality stock. I think it definitely helps knowing the bloodline to find out what type of traits or genetic flaws a dog may have, or that may show up in its recessive traits or dominant traits or what have you. So I think it's just interesting to see also which dogs are great producers when it comes to studs and things like that, and how many champions they produce at tracks, how well they do when it comes to competition in the show ring and also other dog events.
So like the best of show and things of that. I don't want to stereotype, but you always have an image of like little foo-foo dogs, but I mean like dogs that like brothers like be at those kind of events, like bulldogs.
Oh yeah, because it's more than one breed at the shows that we do, and they're all around the country. I think a lot of guys started out within the American Bully. That's what type of dog I had after I had pit bulls.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people are moving into Shorty Bulls now. It's like I said, a newer breed that my partner Amy Krogman founded, or she produced that dog years ago. So they're starting to take off now. It's a smaller dog, but you still have American Bully guys who prefer bigger dogs or smaller pocket-sized bullies. They also have Shorty Bulls as well. So I mean, you'll find all types of races, Men and women own both types of dogs. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool. No, I really didn't know. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that, man. I'm definitely gonna be checking out American Bullies after talking to you. Because even when I was reading up on you, I was like, these dogs sound interesting. So I want to check them out. Now, I also read that there's another business that you're a part of. Is it a restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
What was the other name of that again?
Well, we're starting up a restaurant in my hometown. It's called Wings and Things. My auntie actually has been running a Wings and Things, and I just came in as a partner. We had a little bit of commercial space, and I just decided to, take her restaurant to the next level.
Okay.
She's already been cooking wings, which is her specialty. She does a great wing. She has a great sauce, and basically I just made it into a LLC. Brought in a good manager from a different restaurant to kind of oversee everything and take care of all of the ins and outs of the daily business. So we're excited about that. The website is up and going. It's phenomenal for the area.
Now this is in Kansas?
This is in Kansas, in my hometown.
You're from Wichita?
From Wichita.
Okay. Now is Wichita a medium-sized city? Is it a smaller city? Or
We have about 400,000.
400,000?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a decent size.
Yeah.
But that sounds like good winning things. So I know that they'll probably be loving that spot.
Oh yeah, definitely. She's already known there for her wings. Like I said, just taking it and making it into a LLC. And before she was just leasing space. We actually, put her into a commercial space, like I said, that I owned right next to one of my barber shops.
And you got a barbershop.
Yeah.
You heard that? I like you slid that one in there. So you got a barbershop too? Now, I got to ask, so when did you open that? Was that a few years ago? Or?
That was back when I was in Oakland. One of my cousins, I had been approached by guys to open barbershops before, coming right out of college and, in Atlanta and things like that, but I wasn't very familiar with the area. Plus, I wanted to do something in my hometown. One of my cousins actually was going to barber school. This was probably like in 2010, sorry about that. But I met up with him and, we got the idea to go ahead and start one in my hometown and let him manage it. And he's been doing that ever since. We're about to open up our third one here shortly. So
Third barbershop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's going
cool.
well.
Wow. So you're bringing some economic stability to the neighborhood, plus you're keeping it in the family, so everyone can have pretty much fulfill their dream.
Yeah, I like the idea of providing opportunity to some of the people that I grew up with. If they're working on their craft, then it's something that I can help them with. Like they're going into being a barber or a hairstylist or something like that, then we like to create a professional space for them to go in and be able to work and not have to worry about the lights being cut off or something like that, and not being able to pay the lease or something. So really, I think of it kind of like football, because we go and we try to recruit like the best barbers in the area. And try to bring them to the shop. So I think it creates a great feel.
So you go out and look for the best of the best, just like your team wants the best players.
Definitely.
Well, I just want to stay on this business topic real quick, because a lot of people that watch us are business people, and a lot of people are trying to start business. Do you have any advice that someone who wants to start a business, if they're going to approach a potential investor, or even if they want to go to the bank, like what's the best way they should do that? Is there a professional way that they should do that, or is a business plan important?
A business plan is very important. You want to make sure you do your due diligence, have a well thought out professional business plan to present to either an investor or a banker. I can't tell you how many people just come up to me and they just start spitting off ideas, but they've never written anything down,
Wow.
So it's kind of like if you're going to be serious about it, you definitely have to take the time to write out a business plan. It just makes sure that you've done your due diligence, that you're serious about it, and you also give your investor a chance to look over and decide whether or not they think it is really something that could work.
Okay. Now, I want to switch a little bit to community service, but I'm going to use that as a segue. If somebody has a community service project and they want to approach somebody, is it kind of the same concept? Should they need to come correct with what they have written down?
I think so. You definitely need to, have the objectives of whatever you're doing and make it clear to whoever you're trying to get funds from, what you're doing and where funds will be going and things like that. So, like I said, I think it's great to be professional whenever you're approaching people in situations where business is involved or, some type of charitable giving or things like that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And one thing I was really excited about that you do, and I would just love to know some information, is the annual event you do called Shop with a Jock.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying it right?
Yeah, it's a Shop with a Jock.
Okay, yeah. So how did you come up with that idea of taking neglected children on shopping sprees?
Well, actually, I got the idea when I was in Cleveland. We had a guy, Willie McGinnis, who played on the team, who was kind of like a mentor to me while I was there, and I participated in this event with him during Christmas time, and I just saw the effect that it had on the kids in the Cleveland area and in that community. It was just something very big for those kids to be able to go and pick out gifts and presents for Christmas. In a lot of cases, many of these kids wouldn't have been able to do that. So they're just very appreciative, and it's just, something small that you can do to bless others. And, this sport that we play has given us, the opportunity and the platform to be able to give back. So it's only right.
Oh man, that's great.
Yeah.
Are there any other community service projects you have coming up in the future, or anything in Nashville? I know that you haven't been here that long, but is there anything you have planned here?
Well, the only thing that I've really done here is our team caravan, where we go around to different schools and talk to the youth about the importance of, staying in school and studying and exercise and things like that. I've been a part of the Play 60 program for a while now, even back in Cleveland. I was also involved in, they had the Pit Bull and Parolee show here, where a lady was, she was in a legal dispute over a pit bull. I guess they're trying to put the dog down, and she was able to save the dog and get it sent to a rescue. So we helped raise money and donate for those people to be able to take care of the dogs down there. I believe it was in Louisiana. Okay. So those are two things, and I plan on doing more here. We did the Shop with the Jock here last year.
Oh, the second one was in Nashville?
Yeah, I actually did one here as well.
Great.
So I did it in Oakland, and when I was here last year, I believe the Youth Villages is a place here that we worked with. Okay. To take kids out and go shopping. Where players on the team would get with kids and give them each, I believe it's like $100 gift card.
And just get to go and get busy.
Yeah, they just go pick out what they want to.
I can imagine, those kids, they probably have a blast. Yeah, you know what? In fact, we definitely gotta stay in touch, because if you do another one, you gotta let me come cover that.
Oh, that'd be great.
Gotta have a story on that.
We welcome all media to come to that.
Oh, that'd be great. And basically, I was wondering what influences these community services that you choose. I know you do stuff with animals and children. These are just things that you're passionate about.
Pretty much. I mean, I grew up and I had a love for dogs. Pretty much as long as I can remember, I used to take them out and go exercising with them, preparing for football. And then in college, I was actually in social work, and I worked with juvenile delinquents and stuff like that. So it's always been a big thing for me to go and help out with the youth and give back, because they are the future. I know it sounds kind of cliche, but they really are. So I just think it's very big, and it's very important for everybody to help contribute with our future and our youth.
Oh, that's great. And how do you find time to do all this? You got the businesses, you got the community service, you got the career. Mm-hmm. You must just be the master of time management.
Well, I have a lot of really good people that help me out. Like I said, with the registry, the lady who started it, Amy Krogman, she runs that. So I pretty much I'm kind of just an overseer on a lot of that stuff. So with the day-to-day stuff, they take care of that, so I can focus on football. Okay. Like I said, we have my cousin manages the barbershops. We have a really good manager at the restaurant, plus my auntie who started it. She actually helps as well. So therefore, I don't really have to do so much of the day-to-day.
So having good people, having the right people on your team, can make all the difference.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
That's very important. Yeah. So really, the last thing I want to know, I know that you're from Kansas. We talked about that, and you spent a lot of time in Cleveland. But now you're here in Nashville. You're in Music City. So how's the city treating you?
Oh, I love Nashville. Man. I think they have great fans. You're going around the city. Everybody's always excited to see you. Great scenery. My family loves it here, so I think it's a great place to raise a family.
Yes.
I just really enjoy playing in the stadium. I have nothing but positive things to say about.
Oh, that's great.
About the city.
Yeah, at the Tribune, we're really excited about Nashville. We see like a lot more national spotlight on the city itself, and it's a lot of growth here. Mm-hmm. And then we just waiting for the team to come back and do something good this year.
Oh yeah, we've added a lot of good, I think, players at key positions in free agency. I think we're excited to see what those guys are going to do when we step on the field. I'm excited about the depth that we have on our defensive line now and the size that we've added. Mm-hmm. I think it'll definitely help us out.
Oh man, that's great. Again, man, I really appreciate you taking the time to come and talk to us today. And I wish you all the best luck and everything.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Definitely. Thanks. And thank you for tuning in for Take 10 on Tuesday with the Tennessee Tribune.